Hi guys, welcome to the Fourth Moment Weekly Roundup. My name is Shamiel, and we're bringing you, trying to bring you, Andrew, the results and fixtures and all of that for local LFAs. With me, as usual, is Andrew Pequeno. Andrew, we're coming to the time of the season where we are closing the doors on the LFAs leagues, right?
Yeah, Shamiel, listen, we've got a few LFAs. We're just going to wrap things up, last fixtures. We also had Coke last weekend, which we'll discuss. We had the Engen National Championships.
Yeah.
Things also we're going to look forward to some tournaments that are taking place currently, Shamiel.
Definitely.
And tournaments still to come. So be on the lookout for our Super Cup at the end of the show. It's great to be back at the Vecchio shop again, Shamiel. We didn't have a show last week. We had some technical problems, but we're here again. I'm sure you guys missed us.
Yeah, and also we've got a guest today. As you can see, we got Doc here, like Andrew said, the original number 15. If you're wondering what this is doing here, this is part of a South African history football collection, which is available at the Vecchio store, and we're going to get more to that later on.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to jump right into the LFAs. Obviously, there's some LFAs that's done already.
Yeah.
I'm going to start with Cape District. So what's happening at Cape District is that we've got Ashford Athletic, top of the log at the moment, with 50 points, and Salt River in second place with 49 points.
Sure.
And here's the kicker, Andrew. On Thursday, the 5th of October, Ashford will be playing against Wesley at Solo Street. If Ashford win that match, then they are going to be crowned Super League champions for 2023.
Wow, and then they'll represent Cape District in the playoffs.
At the playoffs, yeah.
That's brilliant. So it's going to be a big crowd, I'm sure. The big supporter of Ashford and Wesley.
Definitely. And then also there's the other match outstanding is Salt River versus Southampton, which also needs to take place. Salt River on 49, so even if they win, it wouldn't really matter. So Ashford really has got to win that match.
They have to win,
They have to win that match.
And I mean, Shamiel, at the end of the day, I'm sure if those matches are not on the same night, you're going to have a lot of Salt River supporters supporting Wesley. So it should be big at Solo Street.
Yeah. But you know what? You might think Wesley's got nothing to play for. But it also happens that Wesley is in the running for the Grand Challenge.
Okay.
So if Wesley win the match, they actually take the Grand Challenge trophy.
Wow.
So at the moment in the Grand Challenge section, Ashford top, but Wesley second, and I think they're on the same amount of points.
Wow.
Yeah.
So they're a final within a final.
It's final within a final. So lots to play for in that match. I think it's at 7 p.m. at Solo Street. So if you're there, or if you can get there, I would suggest you go Thursday. Probably when the show is going to be done. Sorry about just thinking about that now, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, listen, Shamiel, all the LFAs being wrapped up. A lot of the LFAs, the top teams have won by a distance.
Yeah.
Cape District's going down to the last game, which is brilliant. Brilliant. Speaking of LFAs and teams winning by a distance, Mitchell's Plain LFA, in our previous show, we highlight the fact that Westridge were champions. So the fixtures were played last week, Saturday. The final fixtures, here's the results. Bayhill United 2, Milano 0. Bayview 0, Mowgli 6. You can see it's end of season, Shamiel. Beacon City 1, FC Tafelsucht 5. Beacon Spurs 4, Westridge 0. I think Westridge was still celebrating last weekend, Shamiel. Ikapa 0, Rockefellers 8. Ikapa relegated. Rockefellers, going on for the bang. Juventus 3, Cedar Park 1. Good result for Juventus. Liverpool Portland's 3, Lentegeur 1. And Colville 4, Syringa Spurs 0. So the final log, Shamiel.
Okay.
Played 30 games, 69 points, Westridge. Champions of Mitchell's Plain LFA.
How many losses have they got?
Westridge had 5 losses in the season. Second, FC Tafelsucht after 30 games, 62 points. And third, Liverpool Portland's with 57. I've got to give a shout out to Beacon Spurs. They ended up fourth with 56 points. Okay. They had a good run towards the end of the season, Shamiel.
Yeah.
Ikapa are the team that to be relegated, and so are Mowgli's, Shamiel. So there's 2 go down, so those 2 will be relegated. Okay. So that's Mitchell's Plain wrapped up.
I think Mitchell's Plain, just seeing that we're busy with that, with the teams being relegated. Stanturf being promoted.
Stanturf is promoted, correct, Shamiel.
We don't know the other team promoted.
No, I don't know the other team, but I know Stanturf won the Super League, so they're promoted to the Champions League for next season.
I think next week we will probably look at all the teams getting promotion within the LFAs also. Okay, so that was Mitchell's Plain, and well done to the guys there, Mitchell's Plain LFA. Then Northerns, so we've got Bishop Lavers topping the log there at Northerns with 48 points.
Wow.
Eastern Rovers, who were log leaders. Log now shows them at second place with 44 points.
Wow.
So based on what we have, Bishop Lavers taking the league at Northerns.
Wow.
And going to the
Congrats to Bishop Lavers.
Yeah.
They did very well in the Coke last year, if I remember. They did a couple of giant killing acts last year in the Coke. So very decent team, Bishop Lavers. Another league that finished was Cape Town Tigerberg. Well, nearly finished. There's a couple of outstanding games, but then really doesn't affect the top. Edgemead, we know, is champions.
They're champions.
I do have a couple of results I want to highlight from the weekend. Dermotville 0, Edgemead 2. So based on the log standings, Dermotville are relegated. Kelsover 1, Vasco da Gama 4. Kelsover relegated the previous week due to their loss at Greenpoint. So, Shamiel, the final log. Now, I've got to just mention some comment or thing that's happening is there are a couple of DC cases going on. Dulvie have appealed some DC cases against them, which could affect the final log in the future. But as it currently stands, Edgemead won the league by 17 points, Shamiel. 88 points from 32 games, only losing 2 and drawing 1 of the 32 games.
Good run there.
Kensington, Kalesriver, Durbanville are the 3 teams relegated, Shamiel. 2 of the teams coming up. Fischhoek are back in the Premier Division next season, and so is JMI. First time JMI will be in the Premier Division. So big ups to Jean-Marc Itier and what he's doing there with the boys.
Yeah, they've been around a long time. Right, I've got Reigate, so also just confirming log winners there, or league winners. We've got Hazendale United winning the league there. I want to say congrats to them. Second spot there was Southend, and third Heath Athletic. Sorry. And then, that's sort of it. So Hazendale representing Reigate LFA.
Sure, that's very good, eh?
At the playoffs, yeah.
You got any more LFA, Sean, before we get to the Coke? Because I'm sure everybody's excited to listen to the Coke.
Yeah, okay, so we've got South Peninsula. Wanderers there are winning against Lavendale 2-1. So Wanderers there, congrats to Wanderers. Always looking at that 2 teams there for that LFA. They've won the league. And they're representing South Peninsula LFA.
Wow.
That's it from me now.
Okay, great. Shamiel, the Coke. I've got to tell you, I was at the Coke on Sunday. 2 big semi-finals in the senior section. Hazendale versus Deodora, Hanover Park versus Goulburn. They lived up to expectations. Shamiel, before I get to the results, I just want to make a comment. It was amazing to see a field like Westridge being packed. You know, we had communities coming there to support their teams. We had the Hanover Park community for Deodora and Hanover Park. We had the Pontiac community for Goulburn. And, you know, the Hazendale Bookmakiri community for Hazendale. Shamiel, the atmosphere was brilliant. When there was a goal on the one field, everybody heard it. When there was a goal on another field, everybody heard it. When there was a shot that was close, everybody heard it. And I just want to say a big ups, man. You know, we sit here every week and we talk about LFA football and all that. But seeing the lifeblood of football, you know, the Coke Cup is the FA Cup of amateur football in Cape Town. And to see the support in that, you know, makes me very pleased that communities are still supporting the clubs.
Football,
And, you know, let's not stop that. Let's remember that all the youngsters that you've taken to the field, there were a lot of youngsters there in Westridge. They would have seen that experience. They would one day want to play in front of a crowd like that. So big ups to the Mitchells Plain LFA, first of all, for hosting it. There were no issues. It was brilliant. Parking was easy. There weren't any problems. And also to the referees. I thought the referees handled the games very well because they were very, you know, it's very intense. And then getting to the game, Shamiel. Deodora, defending champions, were 1-0 down against Hazendale. You know, everybody thought, here's the shock, here's the shock. But I think the experience of Deodora shone through. The ABC players in there, the ex-NFD players, and that pulled them through. They won 4-1, big result. But I tell you what, Hazendale gave them a game. Hazendale gave them a game. And then we had Goulburn versus Hanover Park. You know, everybody sat there thinking, Hanover Park, it's going to be Hanover Park, Deodora final. We're waiting for it. But let me tell you, Goulburn caused the shock. Goulburn 2, Hanover Park 1. Shamiel, I can tell you one thing, a very young team, very energetic. The final, Athlone Stadium, you back the experienced team that's been there, done that. But don't be surprised if Goulburn, you know, cut them close or even win it. Their front line is very quick, and those boys are very determined. And the coach, you know, he set them up very well. They caught Hanover Park off guard. And, you know, we now got a Goulburn versus Deodora final.
Yeah, so well done. And through what Andrew said there, fantastic to see all the crowd at Westridge. So Deodora versus Goulburn coming at the stadium.
Pontiac versus Hanover Park. Let's represent on next Saturday, the 14th.
Okay, so is that the Coke Cup?
That's the Coke Cup, Shamiel.
That's the Coke Cup. And then, so also I found myself in Johannesburg at the Engen Champs of Champs, Andrew, over the weekend, as you know. So I think being my first time at the Champs of Champs, a definitely different setup to what we normally used to here in the regional when Cape Town sort of hosts at Wanderers. And I must say very good football all around. I want to say big up and well done to Coach JP there in Stellenbosch for winning the final against Mamelodi Sundowns. It was a tough game. I think they took the goal early. You guys maybe would have seen it on SuperSport. But the conditions there was hot. I can tell you from the Saturday and Sunday was hot, and the guys were struggling. But well done to them for coming back. Cape Town Roses just falling short, very young team. Taken there by Coach Marikane, up against UJ, very experienced team.
Yeah, very experienced.
But I must say, second half, Cape Town Roses really showed, how they can play with those young girls. They basically dominated the midfield. We were able to find the spaces, created some chances, and UJ was struggling. But yeah, obviously they got the goal. I think the experience took them over, and they won that. So yeah, hard luck to Coach Marikane and the girls. And well done to Coach JP. Yeah, but Engen Champs of Champs definitely lived up to its expectations. Some good teams there, Virginia Academy, which we know from the Bale.
Yeah, from the Bale, yeah.
Yeah, they were there. They represented very well. Chipper United did well. Yeah, a lot of good football there. Amazulu. Yeah, no, it was good football.
And Amalos, the team that came down for the Bale.
They also did
they
well.
I saw they did very well. I think they drew against Stellenbosch in the group phases.
Yes, that was the first draw against Stellenbosch, and then I think the sort of teams that you expect, might not make it, but yeah, they were one of the ones that actually did well. Amazulu sort of expected them to do a bit better. The first few games was very organized play and so on, but I think the level of competition was just too tough. Sundowns, obviously, they had it tough against, I think it was one of the teams, I think Chipper in one of the semi-finals, and yeah, they had it tough, but that individual brilliance you can actually see in some of the teams, where you have those players who have the X factor, and you can see that come out pressure situations, how that just comes, and their goal, Sundowns' goal to win that game 1-0 against Chipper, because it was a draw. The game was sort of flat, tight, but sort of flat. That strike, I think everybody's like, wow, one of those goals where people go, whoa, got the top right corner of the keeper from nowhere, left-footed shot, bam, and it won them the goal. But that was the caliber of the player. So yeah, thoroughly enjoyed the Engen Champs of Champs, and it was a nice opportunity to go down and have a look at it. Yeah.
No, listen, Shamiel, but the fact that the girls' final and the boys' final went to penalties shows you how tight it is.
Yeah.
Once you get to the champs, anybody can beat anybody.
Yeah.
And Cape Town Roses again, congratulations to Coach Marikane. They've done exceptionally well to win the Engen again, to represent Cape Town. It's never easy just to get up there. And I think there's no, disrespect to them to lose to a team like UJ. They played Varsity Cup. A lot of those girls have been together since Varsity Cup.
Some of them in Hollywood Bets.
Yeah, Hollywood Bets. So, big ups to them. Yeah. And, congrats again to Stellenbosch.
Yeah. Okay, that's it sort of. Is there anything else football-wise?
No, I think, Shamiel, we've touched on and concluded a lot of things. I think next week we'll do an in-depth preview of the Co-Cup finals, the under-18s, the ladies and the seniors. So we'll do that next week. And I think, next week the ABC starts, Shamiel.
Is it next week already?
Next week, I think this week there's a preliminary game. It's Young Bafana on Saturday at 3 o'clock at Young Bafana Arena. It's Young Bafana versus Oriented Birds.
You're talking about the Nedbank Cup?
Nedbank Cup, for the ABC. Yeah. And then next weekend is obviously Saturday and Sunday, Nedbank Cup for ABC. So we'll be previewing that as well on next week's show, Shamiel.
Yeah, guys, and if you want to have a look at who those ABC teams are in the streams, go to www.thefourthmoment.co.za. Third division Nedbank starts?
Tuesday the 24th is a preliminary game, Vasco da Gama versus Greenwood. And then the 28th and 29th it continues.
That's when it starts. Yeah. Also, those, the third division Nedbank games, sort of the fixtures are on the website also, so you can go have a look at that. And I think sort of that's it.
I think that's it. Yeah. I think Doc has enjoyed joining us here today on the show.
Yeah, let's talk about Doc a bit. Why is Doc here? So we've got Doc here, we've got... who else do we have? The Marks Maponyani we've got here. We're at the Vecchio shop. So what's happening is, as I said earlier on, this is part of a SA football history sort of collaboration collection that they have. They've got some T-shirts here or soccer shirts at the Vecchio shop, which is available already at 7 Beach Road, Maitland. And what's happening at Vecchio is they're going to have another sale, Andrew.
Okay.
It's going to take place on the 13th and the 14th of October. On Friday the 13th. Hopefully it's not a bad omen.
No, it should be fine.
Good omen. From 9 to 4 on Friday, and I think on Saturday from 9 till about 11:30. That's taking place here at the Vecchio shop. So if you want to get Doc and Marks and these other guys here, got Ace also here, come have a look at them and come get your shirt. And obviously there will be some other stuff at the Vecchio shop also.
And we also got apparel, Shamiel. We can't forget we've got apparel here with the original Orlando Pirates badge and emblem on from back in the days. So those have been reconstructed and redesigned and put on here for show. So those Orlando Pirates supporters out there, I think it's a very good collector's item to have. There are hoodies, there are T-shirts. So please come down, and jackets. Yeah, please come down next Saturday.
I actually didn't know about that, about the history of Orlando Pirates. Before it was Orlando Pirates, it was called Pirates FC.
Yeah, correct. Pirates Football Club. Yeah.
Pirates Football Club, and that kit is available, or apparel.
Yes.
Yeah, from Pirates Football Club. So if you are a staunch Orlando Pirates supporter, which I think Andrew is.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I'm a Pirates fan.
So this is your part of your Pirates history. Come have a look at it, and hopefully you can get you some nice apparel, and it's quality, guys. It's
very good,
quality stuff. We're gonna be here this Saturday. 14th.
Yes, we will be here Saturday 14th for the sale. We'll be here from 9 o'clock until 11:30, as Shamiel mentioned. Come in, pop in. We might even do a live feed from here, so that you guys can watch us and come and join us and see if maybe we can give you some discounts while you're here next Saturday.
Maybe get you some fourth moment discounts.
That too,
guys. Yes. Is that it?
That's it.
That's it. Short show today. Obviously, football's coming to an end. But as Andrew said, we're going to start highlighting the tournaments taking place. We've got the Stand Turf in November taking place. We've got the Super Cup. Stand Turf. November. Super Cup. November. Currently, we have the Kaapstad Cup taking place. We've got the
Reigate Cups taking place now. And as well as the Wynberg
St. John's
tournament that's ending this Friday. So please pop out there Friday the 6th for the finals at Wynberg St. John's. It will be exhilarating stuff. Those under 10s, the quality of football that those boys play is unbelievable.
Unbelievable, and that's it.
That's it.
Yeah, we want to say big up thanks to Vecchio, obviously, for our apparel sponsor, and also GSM Roofing. Get hold of them at 164 Wetton Road, Wetton. The summer coming up, so all that roof leaks you can fix. So any construction you need done, speak to Lindsay and the guys there at GSM Roofing. I want to say thanks for them to helping us getting the content out. That's all it from me, Andrew. Shamiel, I'll see you next week.
Cheers.